verse number 16. Okay. Okay. When what is this? When one views the arising of illusions or the dissolution of the illusions, one who recognizes illusions is not confused. One who do not thoroughly, they are those who do not thoroughly crave. Okay. So this is, once you can see difference between how our natural mind, self-grasping ignorance, views things as object real, and you know that the self-grasping ignorance is actually ignorance, subject in self. Okay, if the self-grasping ignorance is, if the self-grasping is not ignorance, then the self as seen by the self-grasping should tally with, anyone? Tell with reality. Reality to be decided by what? To be decided by ultimate analysis. To be decided by ultimate analysis. So if the self does exist objectively, as seen by the self-grasping ignorance, then the self should be seen as object of reality by the ultimate analysis. But on the contrary, when subjecting self to ultimate analysis, we see that the self is nowhere to be seen. So there's a contradiction there. Seeing the contradiction, then the self appears, invariably it appears object real, but in real sense, subject to ultimate analysis, it is objectively empty. So there's a discrepancy there. With the discrepancy, we describe that as illusion. So, 16. When one views the arising of illusions, meaning that the arising of the self, the arising of what? Today is 7 or 8? 7th of November? Arising of 7th of November is illusion. It is illusion-like, to be technically correct, as illusion-like. Ceasing of the 6th of November 2023 as illusion-like. Ceasing, arising is illusion-like. When one views the arising of illusion, the arising in the form of illusion, or the dissolution meaning ceasing in the form of illusion, one who recognizes illusions, one who recognizes that everything is like illusion, they are not confused. So those who see things as object real, not as illusion-like, they are confused. Okay. So one who recognizes illusions is not confused. Those who do not, and once you see that things are like illusion, so the craving stops. Craving stops. Those who do not thoroughly crave, craving stops. Okay. Say that for example, say our habitual tendencies, like, but say you are diabetic and you see cheesecake, instantly your mouth waters, right? You agree or not agree? Most of you are young, so therefore you don't have diabetic problem, right? Young people, they don't have any idea. So anyone who is diabetic, 1, myself 2, 3, anyone else? Okay. So the Jitendraji, what is your reaction to his cheesecake? Okay, so you like to eat it, but you can't eat it, right? You stop, you deliberately restrain. Okay. In fact, there was a friend of mine in the morning ritual. The morning ritual is that his table, breakfast table, on one side is a stack of medicines. Allopathic, homeopathy, Ayurveda, and I don't know, 3 are there. Allopathic was Unani, I don't know. He has 3. 3 I know. He has what is this? This is allopathic medicine. For what? For my diabetes. What is this? This for homeopathy, for what? For my diabetes. What is this? This for Ayurveda, for what? This is for my diabetes. And then what is this? What is this? This Coca-Cola. Why Coca-Cola? I like it. You're getting it? This is his ritual. This is his ritual. Breakfast table ritual. On the stack of medicines there and Coca-Cola is there. This is ritual. You getting it? Okay. The point is that so what it says here is that if we see things as illusion, then naturally our craving will subside. You getting it? So therefore, it's so important for us in this life to counteract the habitual tendencies. What do you mean the habitual tendencies? Cravings, right? Habitual tendencies. Okay, just tell me any kind of habitual tendencies. Or don't identify habitual tendencies somebody else. Yourself, right? We are good in saying that oh, this person is like this, that person is like this. Our own habitual tendencies. Anyone? Quick, yes.
I like to eat dark chocolate whenever I'm stressed.
Okay. When in stress, dark chocolate. Okay, tendency for that. Anyone else? Yes.
Irritation arises when something doesn't do.
Okay. Habitual tendency of irritation, the irritation arising when? When actually? When? When things don't go my way, right? Anyone else? Okay, Kabir? Okay, so the desire for tea when stressed. Anyone else? Yes. That's good. His tendency is good actually. This is amazing. Don't take that as a bad habit. It's a very good habit. Yeah, to motivate yourself. It's very important. Anyone else? Yes.
Feeling some agitation coming to the breath.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm saying is the tendencies, bad tendencies that we have. Yes. Procrastination. Procrastination, like what?
Usually around
Studying work. Here in Root Institute, no, Deer Park, any?
not for class, no, I've enjoyed class, but I tend to read my notes, procrastinating.
Okay. Anyone else? Yes.
Something also I tend to overthink.
Okay. Yes. Why you snooze it? Okay, so meanwhile, you also want to get up, right? Not okay. No, it doesn't matter. I'll just switch it off, and then I don't. And then 10 hours, 12 hours. No, not like that. Okay, let me for 5 minutes. Right? After that, I'll get up. Again, 5 minutes. It snooze. Again, another 5 minutes. Okay, anyone else? Yes.
When I don't understand, I also don't know how to do the night.
Okay, when you don't understand,
I'm so disappointed in myself that I lie down in bed and
you fall asleep.
not fall asleep, but like
Just lie down.
depressed that I don't know how to do that particularly. So I lie down in bed and I sleep.
Just stay there without no sleep coming. Sleep comes.
Sleep does not coming.
Look, this continue. Vision, thought coming randomly. No. Okay. Anyone else? Yes. Oh, tendency. The one is assumption. Yes. Assumption is a serious problem within us. very serious problem within us, assumption, right? And then assumption goes worse, it goes to extreme, it becomes judgmental. Being judgmental. This extreme, that disease is a disease. Becoming judgmental is a disease. Okay, good. So whereas and tell me why you think, for example, let's say out of these, let's say what's your name? Manidiba. What Manidiba said is very true in most of the cases. In most of the cases. How many of you agree with Manidiba? Is your personal experience? Raise hands. What Manidiba said is a personal experience. Raise hands. Did you give them mobile snooze? Hey, our lawyer? No? Never. You never put the mobile on, not mobile, what? Alarm clock. Never on. Since childhood.
For many years, maybe not since childhood, but for the past.
Oh, you wake up 10 minutes. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, these things are there. Rare, right? Most of people, it doesn't happen like this. Right? Who is the Manidiba? Who follow the Manidibaism? Manidibaism, right? Okay, so we also, I remember when I was, I think age 16 or 17, when I was in class 10, in those days, all these mobiles were totally non-existent, like 35 years ago, totally non-existent. And then we have the symbol, what? Table clock. And even the electronic table clock that I have, many of the boys, they did not have. I'm very particular to get up, but being very young, needs lots of sleep, and the alarm was ringing, tick, tick, beep, 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 and I was hearing this in my dream, right? And then in the dream I switched off, and still it's making sound, beep, 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 right? So what do you do now? I already switched off, so maybe now the clock is what do you call it? So the clock must have not malfunctioning. So what I did is that I took off the battery. Still it makes beep 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 beep. Still battery off. Still it makes the sound beep 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 beep. What do you do now? It's so disturbing. Then I took the clock out and smashed it. Still it makes beep beep beep. Right? Why? Because it was all happening in the dream. And dream is affected by external mobile, the clock, and the clock, of course, battery is not taken out, not switched off, no smash outside, right? And the sound is coming from the outside, that is triggering this dream being so disturbing. Okay, so whereas the Manidiba story is slightly different. It's not that happening in dream. You wake up and still you press it, 5 minutes, snooze, right? Okay, so tell me. So, I can see that Manidiba, your presentation is very clear, so which represents many of our habitual tendencies. Tell me, why did you, last night, before you go to bed, why you put it at what o'clock? 6 o'clock or 5 o'clock? 6 o'clock, this is 6 o'clock. So, last night, why did you not put it at 6:05? You thought that I can wake up. I wanted plus I can wake up at 6, right? And then the morning you cannot wake up, right? You woke up, but you put in snooze. Why? Why there's a discrepancy between what you were thinking now and what you thought last night? Why there's a discrepancy? Why? What is the discrepancy? Okay, so in other words, Last night, why did you want to get up at 6? Why? Do something, right? I want to do something at 6, so I have a lot of time, right? Earlier, you get up, then you have more time in your hand. So the next day, so more time means pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Oh, I have so much of time if I can get up early. Pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Pleasant feeling. And the next morning, right, then in the cozy bed, right, getting up is pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Unpleasant feeling. You're getting it? Being in bed, pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. Pleasant feeling. So the last night's pleasant feeling was a memory. Now pleasant feeling is real. So that outshines the pleasant feeling you had yesterday. You're getting it? So therefore this pleasant feeling makes you to act according to what triggered this pleasant feeling. What does that trigger the pleasant feeling? Being in the bed. How to be in the bed? Still you want to get up, so you put in snooze. You have to have both. And both doesn't happen. Right? Okay, so this is how our mind works. So if we know all this mechanism, for example, this is in a form of laziness, procrastination. So if you can see that, okay, even the pleasant feeling that I'm feeling today, by in the bed, this is like a dream. If we see that like illusion, then craving for the pleasant feeling will stop. Once the craving for this pleasant feeling stops, then the next feeling will take over. What's the next feeling? Feeling out of purpose, not out of pleasant feeling. Feeling out of purpose, out of more time to do something good. That will take over. Because the first one, which is very overpowering, is already smashed by the wisdom of emptiness. Then the next pleasant feeling, what's the next pleasant feeling? Out of seeing a purpose. That will take over. So that will make you get up. That's true. This is a good question. The purpose. Purpose for what? Purpose, gradually say that you're talking about the emptiness. Emptiness, right? Not like somebody else. Oh, I have exam to study, right? Exam to study. Then, in this case, if the emptiness is not there, your purpose is very different. For those people with the emptiness, the purpose is so profound. So the purpose is eventually to experience emptiness to the fullest. So getting up early, you look for your time, and then that too. How did you do that? By seeing the emptiness of this pleasant feeling. You already started with the emptiness, and then you see the benefit of this. And in fact, the feeling of the pleasant feeling, because of the sleeping in the bed, and the feeling of the pleasant feeling that you get out of the emptiness experience, pleasant feeling is far more profound. You're getting it? And this will come, keep sleeping, it will not happen. You have to get up. So this pleasant feeling will multiply even more. So that's the purpose. And then study all these things. Like to get away from all the misery, stress. Then think about if the Manidippa, if you're given a choice, right? Be in a bed for another 10 minutes. Pleasant feeling. Versus earthquake, and you hold everything will be shattered, and your bed, everything will be shattered, right? You'll die. If you are really given the two scenarios, which will you choose? You'll burn not in bed, run away, right? Because the earthquake will hit me. So, unpleasant feeling will override. The other one, then this pleasant feeling you will not feel attached to. This is one way. With the wisdom emptiness, is not overriding. It is, that pleasant feeling is seen as illusion-like. These two are very different. So, for example, choice between, let's say, let's ask this to Dorji. Let's say, a sweet taste of a small candy, and the sweet taste of a incredibly brilliant cheesecake, right? So if you're given choice, okay, Jitendra, you choose either one simple sweet candy or the whole cheesecake, delicious fresh cheesecake. Which will you go for? if you are not diabetic. No, you can only have one cheesecake. You getting it? Okay, Manidiba, right? So this is not seeing the candy taste as dreamlike. So it is how you let go of this is because you see this as inferior, smaller, lesser in comparison with the cheesecake taste. So it is through this that you override the other one, but you mentally you could not still give up fully. But when you see it's dreamlike, you give up fully. You're getting it? Let go of it fully without any mental strain. Okay, this is a benefit. And then the final goal is to wake up from the sleep of ignorance completely. You're getting it? Okay. So, therefore, the wisdom of emptiness, if we get, it's not that easy to get it. Even the wisdom of emptiness, some people, they are not at all interested in this. Either because of misguided, you meet with the wrong teachers. They don't encourage you to go into this. Even if you talk about it, they will say, what is this emptiness? It's totally nihilism, Nagarjuna, nihilism, idealism. Then you're totally discouraged from this. Very sad, number one. Number two, the other extreme is that Arya Nagarjuna studied for 3 days or 1 week. Yeah, I understood emptiness. I know emptiness, right? This is one extreme. And both do not get emptiness. Say, the point is, if you do get a glimpse of emptiness, from this, you see how powerful our negative emotions are. So you can see that these are all baseless, wrong. But now, say one is you are acting out of the belief that things object real. Now we see the emptiness, still it is acting on us. This is because of the tendencies. There are two things. One is because of the belief, and number two is the tendencies. You know this is wrong, still the tendency kicks in. For example, I remember one of my friends who was a brilliant engineer from many years ago, like 30, 40 years ago. And in those days, to be an engineer is such a privileged thing for you to say that I'm an engineer. And the pay-wise, say other people, what they get, you get like 10 times, 20 times you get as an engineer, young engineer. But unfortunately, he slips into a bad habit of drinking. And one day, otherwise this is not his style to talk, to be cordial. No, he's very bright and he's just lost in his own thing because he is actually doing so well in his life. And then one day, I received a call from him, and he said, Geshe, you have to help me. No, this is not how he talks. You have to help me. I said, what happened? Again, I'm being drowned. Please take me. Help me to get out of this. So what I'm saying is that he knows that this is not good. He knows that this is not good. Now the belief is not there. This is good. This belief is not there. Now what is making him go continuously into this habit is the tendencies. So the tendencies can kick in, right? So how to undo the tendency? How to undo the tendency? If you know that this is wrong, wholeheartedly you know this is wrong, still the tendencies kick in. How to undo that? Anyone? 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 Yes, Jitendraji. So how to undo it? Number one. Then, but still it does not undo.
And still you have to act on it. Okay, how can I stop this one?
No, how?
By distracting or something. Yourself.
One is distraction.
Some sort of distraction.
Anyone else? Are there any other thing? Okay, Micah?
I was thinking about the first thing, like being honest with yourself. Like,
Be honest with yourself.
seeing it like I'm doing this again.
Yes, if you're not honest, then
Then you tell yourself excuses being, oh, I deserve the cheesecake because I had bad
So what? This is the way.
So I think being honest is the first.
No, I know, but how to build this honesty? So, okay, you will ask me, be honest. I said, yeah, I know it's honest, it's so good to be honest, but I can't be honest. Please tell me how to, teach me how to be honest. Yeah, I ask this question always. Yeah? Okay, anyone else? Yes, Mike.
Yeah, kind of in the same way, though, of the awareness, kind of in the same way of
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware this is bad. I'm aware, right?
being able to have a new tendency to replace the old tendency.
Yeah, I want to, but it's not coming, right? It's not coming, right? I want to do the best. I'm the best. I'm a very good engineer. I'm not happy with this. I want to become a Nobel laureate in physics, but it's not happening. I always, I don't get hold of the books. Okay. Say it again. Take it slow. Oh yeah, I'm slow. Yes. That's a very good hope, I should be slow. Yes, I'm very slow. There's no urgency. Thank you. Now what should I do? I'm slow, yes. How to reduce it? Please tell me. No, sometimes from 10 I make it like 9. And suddenly it becomes like, today maybe it's okay because I have to go slow. Right? So today is okay, 12 is fine. Right? Slow. Right? Okay. So they say if you're making up the pen nib or a knife, whatever, heat it, right? And you have to make it, smash it to make it flat, whatever. Give a shape while it is hot, red hot. Oh, make it too slow, right? The fire will go away. It becomes very stiff. Beat the metal while it is still hot. This is the expression. Don't be too slow. You getting it? Okay.
I
Ajika
think initially trying to stay away from the stimulus that triggers you to that behavior or tendency.
Okay, stay away from the
Trends or the shock or like the feeling of sadness.
so who will help me do that? Because I always, happen to pass by when I go to the office, there's alcohol shop there. One, right? And go other way around is like 10 kilometers. Right? And then okay, so other way around, there's another friend who also drinks. It's not with alcohol, but the friend say, he said, hey, you're always working so hard, you're so boring person, right? Say, what are you doing? I'm thinking of riches, I'm thinking of attending something. Attending what? Retreat. What is retreat? Where? Deer Park. What is that? Is the pub going there? Is there a pub? No pub. What is that? Retreat. What is retreat? Bodhicitta. What is Bodhicitta? Meditation. What is it? We always say the meditation. Come. This is my friend. Okay. Yes, Jimala. I would say the best solution is let the person stay with him. Stay with him, that's good enough. Right? That's good enough. The person will not even have a thought of all these things. They will be entertained by him. That's the best thing. Unfortunately, he's only one. Right? Yes. Eyes. Yes. That's true. I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes. Okay, it's not only with the drinks, it's with the gadgets. Nowadays, the gadgets, this mobiles, this is the poison. This is the poison. Right? It's not only the drinks nowadays, it's the gadgets. This is worse. This is killing many. For all the, what is that? All these, the like what? Online dating, online, the girlfriend, boyfriend fighting, then marriage is all happening, and then all the nasty things happening because of the gadgets, right? Becoming so addicted. So how to get away from this? These are all the questions that we have to really think of. You're getting it? Even the really experts, they find it very difficult. So, if we can think of first, instead of tackling somebody else, tackle ourselves. Let us tackle ourselves. This is the first thing. You're getting it? First, let's tackle ourselves. So just see what is your weakness. Think of your own weakness. Think of your own weakness. And see who are they, who is strong with that respect, who's not weak. He's not weak with respect to area where I'm weak in. Think of that. And learn from that person. Learn from the emptiness and Bodhicitta. These two are the best of solutions. These are the best of the solutions. You getting it? Okay. So, where 16 done? No, done. Done. Okay. 17. Those who see, there's a typo there. Those who instead of sees, those who see. Those who see with the mind that existence is like a mirage and illusion. That is, when one learns how to subject things to ultimate analysis, to discover that objectively nothing exists, then you see the discrepancy between appearance and reality. You start to see things as mirage and an illusion. Okay, this is very precious. For all of us, very precious. So if you don't get this, no matter what we do, forget about Buddhahood, even nirvana will not be attained. So just see how to learn how to see things, subject things to ultimate analysis. Like, right, say for example, the five sensual objects, how they're like dream. And then this is one thing that I'll share with you. That way it also helps me. This is very good. Let's say that let's say the cheesecake, and then we apply this to anything else. First the cheesecake. The one time in Delhi University, there was the talk by a very renowned professor, and after the talk, there was lunch, and at the end of the lunch, there was the cheesecake. And one lady professor, she went to get a cheesecake, and she asked me, "Hey, you are not going to have the dessert." I said, "I'll not have." And she said, "Why? It's very delicious." I said, "I know, it makes me fat." Right? It makes me fat, so therefore I not want to have it. And then she sent something. Okay. Actually, I'm also not supposed to be eating this. I also become fat. But I cannot restrain it. It's so delicious. And she said that I like to learn how to restrain from these. Then I shared. I said that, say you crave for the cheesecake. Cheesecake is your object of craving. So, you are actually not craving for the cheesecake. With the cheesecake, if the cheesecake is rotten cheesecake, then instead your craving will stop. It's not a cheesecake per se. It's a fresh cheesecake that you're craving for. Next, that's even not the fresh cheesecake. Say, the cheesecake, first bite of the cheesecake, and the 50th bite of the cheesecake, which is more delicious? First bite is more delicious, right? It's not the cheesecake per se. If the cheesecake per se is what you crave for, first bite and the 50th bite, there should be no difference. Both the cheesecakes, you should be craving for both, but it's not happening. It's related to your why the first cheesecake is delicious, why the 50th bite is not delicious. Why not? Anyone? Yes, why not? Why? Okay, the first bite and second bite, right? So, Tashanam Gil. So, Tashanam Gil, morning breakfast, who's taking care of the breakfast? First bite, the remaining bite you take away from him. Because once you have the first bite, finished, right? So, the second bite is not delicious because first bite you already have the taste. Even the second bite is also delicious. 50th bite is not delicious. Why not? Anyone? Anyone? Yes, over there.
Yeah, so the law of diminishing marginal utility. So the first bite, our craving is at its highest peak. In the second bite, the craving reduces to third bite.
So why is it reducing? Why? You have to explain this law. Why? Anyone? Huh? Yes, Kabir? Why decrease? Okay, so let's say that did you all follow what Tashnamgil, your name? Shrikant and Kabir, what they said. So basically what is happening is that there's the hormonal, say the activities happening plus mental activities happening. These two are, say, side by side. They mutually enhancing, mutually helping each other, right? Finally, the point is that, say that from within inside, say the pleasant feeling is a mental state. Pleasant feeling that is reducing. Pleasant feeling is reducing. So these external factors, they'll help us to trigger the pleasant feeling within us, mental. Say the cheesecake is purely external, then it triggers the internal mechanism, like the movement of the neurotransmitters and so forth. Okay, the hormones, they affect the neurotransmitters in the brain. So these movement becomes less. Then the corresponding mental activity, say the desire, that is getting reduced, or the pleasant feeling is pleasant, the tactility is reducing. So with this, the desire becomes less. Okay, so what I'm saying is that it's not really the cheesecake. Even the fresh cheesecake is not the case there. Because with the fresh cheesecake, the first bite and the last bite, 50th bite, first bite is you feel so much craving, the 50th bite, it makes you throw up. It makes you like throwing up. Okay, so there, if you still insist, the person will be very angry. In the first case, if you give, right, person will be very happy. 50th bite, if you give, the person will be very angry. Aversion is already built up. So there is not the cheesecake. It's about the feeling inside you, feeling. So you are not actually attached to the external factor, cheesecake. It's the feeling that you're attached to, which is triggered by the external cheesecake, feeling. Next is the feeling. So from the cheesecake, it moves to the fresh cheesecake. It moves to the pleasant sensation within you. So this pleasant sensation is processed by the mental feeling. You're getting it? So if you can see you see that finally it goes down there in this. And then you see that this feeling, we said that aggregate feeling. Kunal, you remember? Aggregate feeling is the one which decides all our actions, including tendencies, habits. This is all decided by the feeling. You're getting it, this feeling. So if you can see the emptiness, this feeling. So what we said is that emptiness of the mind, meditating on the emptiness of the mind, emptiness of feeling, this is so important. If we can learn how to practice it, and not just learn, actually practice it to see that even the feeling is like a dream. Wow, that's amazing. What a freedom. Then all our habitual tendencies will just stop. It's extremely great liberation for us. Liberation from the tendencies. So the point is that we have to learn how to do that. Once you learn this, then you have to practice it on a daily basis. You're getting it? And I would be so happy if I would see somebody who has actually learned this technique of seeing the emptiness of the feeling, emptiness of the mind, and then having some time on his own, not wasting time going here, going there, going here, going there, rather actually meditating on this, then this person can really become a realized being. This is the realized being. Okay, so this is so precious. So with this, then you can guide, you can really help others how to counteract your emotions. Okay, good. 17. Those who see with their mind that existence is like a mirage. The existence is like a mirage and an illusion. They will not be corrupted, and they will not be corrupted meaning they will not be affected. So this word is very strong. Corrupted. They will not be affected. They will not be defiled. They will not be tainted by the views of grasping at objective beginning and objective end. Let me repeat it. They will not be affected by the views, the wrong views of grasping at the objective beginning and objective end. Number 18. Those who impute, instead of impute, go for those who refine. This word would be better. Those who refine. R-E. I think what's your name? Muyen. So Muyen, you reification. You read the meaning of this yesterday. So you remember that? The word reification. Reification is a noun and reify is a verb. So here, those who impute, instead of impute, the Tibetan word is it is like takpa. Takpa has two connotations. Impute is also one way, but reify is better. Refine. Those who refine, arising and disintegration. Refine has a connotation of adding to the reality. Add something. Refine. Or in other words, like exaggerate. Exaggerate meaning you add something which is not really there. So refine, arising. What is added? Intrinsicality is added. Those who refine the intrinsic arising and intrinsic disintegration with relation to conditioned things. Conditioned things meaning things that are actually dependent originated. Conditioned by dependent origination. They do not understand well the movement of the wheel of dependent origination. If you refine objective existence, then you project independent existence, because of which you will not see dependent origination. Whereas in reality, the whole world is operating in the form of wheel of dependent origination. For example, why today the weather is good? Why here the weather is good? Because there's no factor to pollute this around. Why there's no factor? Because the burning of the staples is not happening around. Why there's no stable burning? Because the farmers, they don't burn it here. Why they don't burn it? Because there's some other ways to tackle it. Why they don't some other ways to tackle it? You go like this, endlessly you see that it's like a wheel. Wheel, there's no beginning, there's no end. Well, there's no beginning. Dependent origination is like this wheel. Where you keep going like this, you will never come to the point, the first point. There's no beginning. when there is dependent origination. So therefore it's like a wheel. If we see things as objectively real, then we cannot see the dependent origination, how dependent origin operates in the form of a wheel. 19. That which has originated due to this and that has not done so as its own being. So when we see that things exist by dependence on this or that, so 3 levels of dependent origination, what are they? 3 levels of dependent origination, what are they? Tenzin Lektublam, 3 levels of dependent origination, Indrajitji, 3 levels of dependent origination, 3 levels of dependent origination, Kabir. Yes. Dependence on mere metal. Very good, thank you. Okay, we need to have these on our fingertips. Sharibama, you have on your fingertips. What are they? Yes, good. Causal dependent origination. There are 2 ways of saying this. One is causal dependent origination. Number 2, dependent origination of the wholes depends on the parts. Very good, thank you. Okay, 3 levels of dependent origination. With this, we see that the number 19, that which has originated due to this and that, meaning that if you see dependent origination, right? Dependent origination means that nothing exists independently. They exist by dependence on this factor, that factor, and so forth. That has not done so as its own being, which means that if things are dependent originated, things cannot exist on its own. You're getting it? Things cannot exist independently or on its own. And that which has not arisen as its own being, underline it, make it intrinsically. Make it intrinsically or by one's own nature. If the arising does not happen by one's nature or intrinsically or objectively, how can it be called arisen? You getting it? Okay. Let's say that okay. So yesterday we talked about the production, right? Yesterday we talked about production. And how many of you analyzed it? And here in the class we fail to identify where the production is, right? At the time of seed, at the time of shoot, or at the time of in-between, we could not find that. Anyone who they thought about it later? Yes, one. Okay, you discussed in the optional discussion. So what's answer? No answer. Okay, still no answer. So from there, okay, let us do one thing. If somebody comes in the form of a ghost, it's actually a prank. Comes in the form of a ghost, right? In the night, you will be scared. You are scared. And suddenly you come to discover that it is Piali, Tenzin Shunden, right? Then, right, right, the fear dissolves, right? Why the fear dissolves? Because what you see as a ghost is not a real ghost. You're getting it? It's a facade of the ghost. Facade of a ghost. Okay. So likewise, when we see that the things, okay, for example, let's say, okay, now let's do one exercise, all right? Say, okay, let's say you think of somebody who's you think of somebody who's younger than you, boy or girl, it doesn't matter. Who is younger than you, boy or girl, whatever, right? So we can do it, we will do it two things simultaneously, side by side. One is that the person is younger than me. Number two is that this person is male or female or whatever, right? Male or non-male, that's better, right? Is better or not, Micah? For Micah, everything is just amazing. She is in heaven, right? For everything is fine for her, right? That's amazing. Okay, so let's say that the males and non-males, or female and non-females. Let's talk it like this. So think of the person. Okay, so for today, because it's analytical meditation, you can do with eyes closed. Eyes closed. For analytical meditation, there's little exception because your mind is already very active. Okay, now think of that person who's younger than you, perhaps way younger than you. What do you call this? Way younger than you, right? Or male or female, whatever. Okay, now say go deeper through ultimate analysis. We see the person in the form of thin layer of skin, behind the fatty tissues, behind the muscles, cartilages, the whole skeleton, heart, lungs, the blood, air, the space, and so forth. And even these, what we see as solid parts, and these are nothing but made of cells. Okay, now you see just the pool of cells attached to each other. And these cells, they are made of the nucleus, cytoplasm, cell membrane. And go into the nucleus, you see the chromosomes. You go deeper, you see the DNA molecules. You go deeper, you see the atoms. And none of the atoms are attached to each other. There's a gap there in between atoms. And within the atoms, the nucleus and the electrons, nucleus made of neutrons and protons, and surrounded by the electrons, there's a huge gap there. Okay, just go on that level. Okay, now you're just seeing a pool of, say, the atoms. Okay, now tell me, which atom is younger and which atom is older? All these atoms came from Big Bang, 15 billion years ago. All these atoms are equally old or equally young, whatever you may call it. They're all the same age. All atoms are the same age. There's no difference in age. They're all the atoms which constitute your body, atoms which constitute the person, the body of the person who you consider is way younger than you. The atoms which constitute the two bodies, they are same age. And none of the atoms are male. None of the atoms is a female. So where is that young man, young women? Where is this male? Where is this female? Okay, just think of that. Okay, come out. So with this, what happens? Okay, stay there, and then see how your mind reacts to the person. Does it react in the same way as how you would react otherwise? As affinity, attached, oh, so young, so healthy, I wish I have the same good body. Do you feel that? That feeling little subsides. Or there's a male, non-male, female, non-female, that also subsides. This concept of the maleness, female, is purely projection by my mind. It's illusion. On the, say, coming too close to object, there's nothing there to identify as a male, female, young, old, nothing is there. Yes, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Thank you. Okay, it is like Kunal's question, right? So body may be same age. They may not be distinction in terms of male, female on that level. But what about consciousness? The consciousness is even easier. Consciousness, however, the young boy or young girl, the toddler, the consciousness is as old as beginningless time. Our mind, we are all same age on that level. On the consciousness level, we are all same age, right? We are all same age. So we differ in the age with respect to one particular lifetime, right? For example, His Holiness and His Holiness's, say, the reincarnation of His Holiness tutor. Reincarnation was much younger than His Holiness, but the previous life was way older than His Holiness. His Holiness was just like 4 or 5 years old when the tutor was already in his 40s, 50s. But now the reincarnation came and he's way younger than His Holiness today. So, you say, age-wise, if you track back in terms of the consciousness, we are all same age. The younger ones, those below 30, don't think that you are younger than us. Right? Hey, Gunal, don't think that you are younger than me. But conventionally, you are way younger than me. You are getting it conventionally. Right? In the illusion-like nature, you are way younger than me. In the ultimate analysis, same age. Right? Okay, so if that gives you a feeling of, wow, that's amazing. Where is this thing? Young, old. The male, female, on the atomic level, there's no male, female. Where is it? Wow, that's amazing. People fight over so why, there's no male, there's no female, why should people fight? Right? People fight over that, right? All the cheating happens because of this. You agree? Hey, you agree or not agree? All because of this, seeing male, female, these things, the cheating happens. And where's this male? When you look at that on that level, it's just illusion, It's extremely powerful. If you could feel that, then this obsession towards the opposite gender subsides. So this is something that we need to practice more, because that what traps in samsara primarily is because of this. Primarily because of this. Look at the human beings, animals, even the birds, even the animals, even the insects. Look at this. They are all trapped in samsara because of this. So if you see that the gender is just purely illusion-like, but of course it's not that easy. It's not that you get it, wow, and then the craving stops from the next day. No, it will not happen like this. So what we need to do is that keep practicing on this, keep practicing. It's like once you get the medicine, is it precious or not? For example, we are suffering from tuberculosis. So what are the medicines required? Isoniazid, rifampicin, and ethambutol, right? So we need these medicines. Once you get the medicine on the table, are they precious or not? They're very precious. Many people died because of them not getting the right medicines. Many people died. But is it sufficient that you have the medicines at the table? You leave it there. No, I'm getting medicines. You have to take the first dose. Is it sufficient you take the first dose? No, you have to take the second dose. So constant practice required. So if we get this feeling, and then it is so important for us that we should learn how to not to become a slave of our emotions, slave of our feelings. For that we have to, this is the only way, wisdom of emptiness. Otherwise, no matter what Dhamma practice that you do, we become slave to the feelings and the emotions. So wisdom of emptiness this is why this is the liberating path. Are you good? We'll stop here.